Hi everybody and welcome back to Harp 101. Today is our 6th lesson and I'm going to be giving you a few tips on fingering and brackets that should make things easier when learning your new music. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing to keep in mind when looking at fingering that's written into a piece of music is to remember that each of our fingers have a specific number that's assigned to them. Our thumbs are number 1, index finger is number 2, middle finger is number 3, ring finger is number 4, and then our pinkies don't really need a number because we don't use them to play when we're playing the harp, so they just kind of follow along with our 4th finger. When a harpist or composer is writing fingering into a piece of music, they use a bracket to indicate which finger should be placed simultaneously. So all of the fingers contained in one bracket should be placed at the same time. Here's what this will look like in a piece of music. The next example that we have is what we call overlapping brackets. In this case, the point at which the brackets overlap acts as a pivot point for your hand. So the first 4 notes in that first bracket would be placed simultaneously, but then before playing the last note in that bracket, you would go ahead and replace your fingers on the strings contained in the next bracket. In this way, your playing is continuously connected, and this makes for a much more smooth sound to your piece. Let me go ahead and illustrate what that looks like on the strings. In this example, I would place all 4 fingers on the strings contained in the first bracket. Then I would play the A, the B, the C, but before playing the D, I would replace my fingers on the strings contained in the next bracket. Then I would play the D, the C, the B, and the A. So you can see how my thumb acts as a pivot point between the 2 brackets. Altogether, it would look like this. The final marking we'll talk about today just looks like a little apostrophe, and you'll see it sometimes after a bracket or even just after a single note in your music. This little apostrophe is called a breath mark, and it indicates that your hand should come completely off the strings after playing the preceding note. It can be very effective in giving your music a staccato sound because it makes everything sound a little more detached since you're not connecting one bracket to the next one. On the harp, this is what it would look like when playing this example of music. So, just like in the previous example, I would place all 4 notes in the first bracket and play the first 3. Then I'd replace my fingers on the strings for the notes in the second bracket and play those. Then I would come off the string completely and replace my fingers on the strings for the notes in the last bracket. Altogether, it would look like this. So there you have it. Now you know the basics for both reading and writing, fingering, and brackets in your harp music. Hopefully that'll make things a little easier as you're trying to decipher and learn the new pieces of sheet music that come your way. So have fun! Hi everybody, thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Also, comment below about anything you'd like to learn about the harp, and maybe your topic will be the subject of my next video. Until then, happy harp adventures!